Hey everyone, Matthew Baker here. For those of you who don't know, I'm a professional counsellor, and today what I'll be doing is answering your question, why do I keep seeking acceptance from other people? I think this is quite an important question to answer, as if you know why you seek acceptance from other people, then that's the first step to not seeking acceptance from other people, which of course can be toxic because it can cause you to act in misalignment with your true values and act against what you really actually want out of life. So the reason people seek acceptance from other people is because fundamentally they don't accept themselves. That's right, so if you don't accept yourselves, of course, it's a very uncomfortable position to be in, it's a negative place to be in, and you have low self-esteem, you feel crap about yourself, and of course, it's just not good at all. But if you seek acceptance from other people and they do accept you, then that tells yourself that, hey, maybe I can accept myself, and it gives you permission to feel good about yourself. However, this just isn't a good way to go about solving a problem, as there's so many highs and lows. It can make you feel good about yourself when the acceptance is there, but what happens when the acceptance isn't there? What if someone rejects you? Or what if someone says a nasty comment? That's when we're left vulnerable to think, oh my gosh, I was right all along. My underlying belief that I'm not good enough or I shouldn't accept myself, there's something wrong with me. That underlying belief is confirmed, and then you feel really bad. And if the acceptance is there, then you feel good, but it's only temporary. It's a little high, a little moment where you're like, hey, I can accept myself, or I can feel positive about myself because of this evidence. However, again, this is very, very unstable. Leads to a lot of peaks and troughs. And even if people do accept you, then you still may not even accept yourself because you'll think it's not good enough. I want more and more and more. And it's a never-ending spiral of seeking more and more acceptance without ever achieving that fulfillment and that acceptance within yourself, which is what you're fundamentally craving deep, deep, deep down. If you want further proof why this doesn't work, look at celebrities. They're some of the most popular people in the world, but they still get a shitload of hate. They still have a lot of people, even the nicest, most down-to-earth people, still have others criticizing them, slamming them for what they're doing wrong, why their music isn't that good, why their speech isn't that good if they're in a powerful position. Anything you can imagine, everyone will have a hater. There's no perfect person in the world, and even if there was, some people just love putting other people down. So it's a never-ending cycle which will never ever lead to that acceptance within yourself, because there will always be someone who's going to say something bad, and always a situation where you won't feel good enough if you don't accept yourself deep down. However, if you do accept yourself, then you're not going to be seeking acceptance from other people. Now, of course, a big part of us human beings is the need that we want to feel accepted by other people. Of course, we want to look good and wear nice clothes so other people make nice comments. Of course, we want to do well in things and get that social proof, which we like. But the big point here is that you won't crave it. It won't govern your actions, your decision making to seek acceptance from other people and to get that. Instead, it'll just be a byproduct of acting within your true values, within your true self, and you'll hope that other people will accept you for that. But again, the craving element is taken away, and you won't be using that as your driving force. So seeking acceptance from other people will not be your driving force behind what you do in life. So how do you accept yourself? You have to give yourself permission to. And I'm not talking about conditional self-acceptance where I'll accept myself if I achieve this certain mark at university, or get this promotion at work, or get a six-pack. That's still conditional self-acceptance, and you're falling into the trap that is fallen into when you seek acceptance from other people. That unstable pattern of highs and lows, and letting the environment dictate your mood, where you may feel a little bit good about yourself if you get that promotion, but it's going to fall downhill when you are critical of yourself again and go to that baseline of I'm not good enough. Again, what you really want is unconditional self-acceptance. Self-acceptance that is independent of any outcome like the promotion or whatever. And again, you can be critical of yourself in that if you fall short of a goal that you want, then sure, don't be that happy about it. But you don't want to berate yourself and give that outcome permission to dictate your mood and how you should feel about yourself. You should feel good about yourself, you should accept yourself, and you should love yourself independently of anything you do. And of course, you are going to make mistakes, things will go wrong, you'll fall short of certain things. However, again, don't let that dictate how you should feel about yourself. Analyze it, grow from it, understand where you went wrong, but again, don't let it affect how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself. That should be positive no matter what happens. So here's a quick technique which can help you start accepting yourself. Next time you find yourself being self-critical and thinking you're not enough, write down what your perspective of the situation is. So let's say you didn't do well on an exam. Write down what your perspective is. So, I didn't do well on the exam, it's because I'm not good enough, I suck, I'm a loser, whatever it is. Then write down some alternative perspectives. So, maybe you didn't study hard enough. Maybe you were distracted during the test about some family issues going on. Maybe you were really tired and you didn't get a good night's sleep beforehand. Then, after this, write down the most positive perspective you can think of, and the most realistic one as well. So maybe you actually just didn't sleep well, you were ill prepared, you were stressed, there's something else going on, and that's why I didn't do that well. Then attach yourself more positive to the more positive one and the more realistic one, and also tell yourself that, hey, I'm going to learn from something and grow from it, but I've spent my time in the critical lens, I've looked at things critically, I've judged myself and judged my performance, but now that's alright, I've learned what I can from it, I'm going to change these things next time, but I'm back to being that self-accepting, self-loving person that I am, and I'm just going to grow from it and move forward. And I still feel good about myself because, hey, I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to fall short sometimes, but being in that lens of self-love and self-acceptance is what will actually help you grow quicker, as opposed to shooting yourself down by being negative and self-critical and staying in that light longer term, as opposed to just in the short term where you use it to get that lens of what you can do better and so on. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I really hope you found it helpful. Again, the main takeaway is that the reason you seek acceptance from other people is because you don't accept yourself. And you want to move from a place of conditional self-acceptance to unconditional self-acceptance. And it's from this unconditional self-acceptance, this place of it, that you won't have your behaviors dictated negatively by the judgment of other people. And you'll act in a lot more alignment with who you really are. And you'll live a much more happy life. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.